Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to talk about a religion which is the fourth largest religion of the world. I myself was very curious to know about it. So I'll tell you guys through a story that how it started, why people started following it, and everything else about it. I'm talking about Buddhism. So let's start their history and the roots of it. Long ago, in a small kingdom in India, a prince named Siddhartha Gautama was born. His father, King Suddhodan, wanted him to become a great ruler, so he shielded him from the hardships of life and provided him with all the luxuries he could wish for. But despite all the comforts of his life, Siddhartha was troubled by the suffering he saw around him. He wondered why people suffered and how they could be free from it. Then one fine day, he left his palace and encountered an old man, a sick man, and a corpse. These experiences made him realize the impermanence of life. He also met a monk who seemed at peace with the world, and this encounter sparked the curiosity about the spiritual path. Siddhartha then decided to leave his palace and seek the truth about existence. He studied with various spiritual teachers and practiced extreme asceticism, but he found that neither wealth nor deprivation brought lasting peace or enlightenment. Eventually, Siddhartha began to follow a middle path of moderation and mindfulness, which is known as Eightfold Path. He also discovered the Four Noble Truths, which state that suffering is an inherent part of existence, that suffering is caused by desire and attachment, that suffering can be overcome, and that the way to overcome suffering is through the Eightfold Path. Siddhartha became known as the Buddha, which means the awakened one. He spent the rest of his life teaching his philosophy to others, gathering a large following of monks and lay people. His teachings emphasized compassion, mindfulness, and the importance of ethical behavior. Buddhism was spreading rapidly throughout India and eventually reached other parts of Asia, including China and Japan. Buddhists, monks, and scholars traveled to different countries, spreading Buddha's teachings and establishing monasteries. Today, Buddhism is one of the major religions of the world, with millions of followers around the globe. It continues to inspire people with its message of compassion, mindfulness, and the importance of ethical behavior. The story of the Buddha, his journey, and his teachings continue to inspire people of all ages and cultures. What exactly is Buddhism? Now we'll talk about the beliefs of Buddhism that will help you understand more about this religion. This religion is a philosophy that is originated in India and is based on the teachings of Buddha, who lived in 5th century BCE. We'll be talking about central beliefs of Buddhism next, and we'll start off with the Four Noble Truths. I've already explained earlier what Four Noble Truths are, but to recall it, I'm putting it again over here. The next one is the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path is a set of guidelines for living that emphasize right understanding, intention, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration. Following the Eightfold Path is seen as a way to achieve enlightenment and liberation from suffering. The third one is a very well known, which is karma. Buddhism teaches that actions have consequences and that one's current life is the result of past actions. One's future is determined by one's current actions, so Buddhists strive to live ethically and avoid negative actions that will create bad karma. The next one is rebirth. Buddhism teaches that after death, The consciousness is reborn into another body, and this cycle of birth and rebirth continues until one achieves enlightenment and escapes from the cycle. Non-self. Buddhism teaches that there is no permanent, unchanging self or soul. Instead, the self is a constantly changing combination of physical and mental elements. The last one is compassion. Buddhism emphasizes compassion for all living beings, and this includes practicing kindness, generosity, and ethical behavior towards all beings. So we've concluded the result of Buddhism. It is a philosophy and religion that emphasizes the importance of understanding the nature of suffering, living ethically, cultivating mindfulness and wisdom, and practicing compassion for all living beings. I hope this helped you know about what Buddhism is, so if someone asks you about it now, you'd know what to tell them. Thank you for your time and watching the video. I'd really appreciate you subscribing to the channel and sharing this piece of information with your friends and family. See you next time. Take care.